You are looking live at the Center in Toledo, Ohio, the site of tonight's Keep America Great rally featuring President Donald J. Trump. We have correspondents standing by. We are ready to rally. 2020 has begun. The season is upon us. I hope everyone is as excited as we are here at Right Side Broadcasting to do this. We're going to go live to our correspondents now, Liz and Libby.
By Libby, and we'll introduce her in just a second, but today we want to let you know that we're so thankful for you to tune in. We are live in Toledo, Ohio at the Huntington Center, where President Trump is scheduled to begin his remarks at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here today. We're expecting pre-speakers to begin around 6 p.m., and in the meantime, we'll be bringing you many interviews that we're very excited about. Without further ado, here's Libby.
Hello, Right Side. My name is Libby Krieger. I'm a college student from Pennsylvania. This is my second rally. Super excited to be here in Toledo to see all the supporters of the president come out. I'll just give you a little background on Ohio here. So there are 18 electoral votes in Ohio for the 2020 election. And we have two senators. First one, Senator Rob Portman, is a Republican. And then we have Senator Sherrod Brown, who is the Democrat. Now, for our representatives, we have 12 of those 16 representatives are Republican, and 4 of those are Democrat. Now, the representative here for Toledo in the 9th District of Ohio is Representative Marcy Kaptur, who has been in office since 1983. Now, she was the only Democrat to not go along at first with the impeachment inquiries. Until then, she did join a little later along with the other Democrats to support that inquiry. Along with impeachment, all the representatives here did vote along party lines, so we have those 12 Republicans voting against the inquiry and the 4 Democrats voting for it. Now, the governor here is Republican Governor Mark DeWine, and in the 2016 election, he was in support of, at the time, Republican Governor of Ohio, John Kasich. Now, whenever Mr. John Kasich dropped out, he was then in support of President Donald Trump. So, we're not sure who will be speaking tonight, but maybe because he is in support, President Trump did tweet whenever Governor DeWine did win and congratulated him. So it looks like they have a decent relationship. It'll be interesting to see how much that can carry President Trump for the 2020 election. We know that he did win here in Ohio in the 2016 election by 8 points, where President Barack Obama won in 2008 by 4 points and then 2012 by 3 points. So he did flip the state. And looking at the polls right now, technically inconclusive, but considering that each congressional election, all congressional candidates did win by they won getting about 60% of the vote or more. So they won by decently large margins. And considering out of those 16 districts, 12 of those are Republican, that looks like a good solid foundation for the Trump campaign to go on for Ohio. Now, we have hundreds of people here already snaked around in line, and the line they've already let people in because it is a cold day out here. So this isn't even the full line, but we have tons of patriots out here. We're so excited to interview them in just a few minutes, but I'm going to hand it back to Liz here. She has more to say.
Thank you, Libby. Great job. We're very excited to have you back for your second rally. I am going to take this opportunity to show the crowds. We're going to pan that for a little bit and show you guys exactly how many people are already lined up. Keep in mind, it's only 11:17 a.m. or 1:47 p.m. here in Toledo, Ohio, so we are still hours from the president taking the stage, and these patriots are lined up. Around 7 a.m. this morning, there were, I'd say, about 150 in line, and at this point, there are just thousands, as far as you can see, in either direction. There's also heavy police and security presence here in Toledo, Ohio, as can be expected following the crazy threats that have been happening from Iran. We do want to take this opportunity to say thank you for tuning in and supporting our sponsors who help us bring you these amazing rallies, like We the People holsters. Starting at just $37, We the People holsters are custom made right here in America. Their designs are made in-house. They even have their own 3D design team who measure every micromillimeter of their guns to ensure the perfect fit. Their unique and intuitive design allows for you to easily adjust both the can and ride of your holster so that it will fit comfortably and securely at all times. Not only that, but they have a special holster so you can show your support for President Trump. Go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump to get yours today. Every holster ships free and comes with a lifetime guarantee. Use the offer code TRUMP and receive an additional $10 off your order. Support Right Side, support our president, and support a great American business. Satisfaction guaranteed. Again, that's wethepeople.com/Trump and use code word TRUMP for $10 off your order. Personally, with all the crazy things happening in the news, especially the Texas shooter that was recently brought down by a man who was concealed carrying, it inspires me to use my holsters more often and make sure that I'm carrying at all times, not just protect myself, but to protect those around me. So I encourage all of you to do the same. Again, that's wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump for $10 off. We have two that we're very excited to be showing you a little bit later on. They are custom MAGA, just President Trump holsters. They're absolutely beautiful, and I truly wish that, I can't even say that because Secret Service, but I wish I had mine right now. And I'm just really excited to get to use it more often. So while supplies last, while they're on sale, use code for $10 off. Libby. Okay, it looks like the line's moving a little bit. We can actually move with them. We're going to walk a little bit, and Libby has an interview for you coming right up.
Okay, we have an interview right here. So we have Kelly. So Kelly, we'll tell you more about her, but can you tell us where you're from and how many times you've been to President Trump's rallies?
I'm from Woodville, Ohio, and this is my first one. It's about 20 miles east of Toledo.
Great. Now, how long have you been waiting here to see the president?
We got here about 10:30 this morning. We left around 9:30. So I'm going to trip over chairs.
Oh, that's okay. Now, so it's 40 degrees out here. It's pretty cold, windy. So what attracts you so much to the president that you're willing to come out here so long and wait?
More with Trump. Go Trump, USA!
Great. Enjoy the rally. Thank you. Okay, well, the line's moving here. So. Hi, we have some fans over there. That's awesome. We'll see once the line stops for a minute if we can get someone to interview. So the line they're letting people in early, which is nice because it's pretty cold out here. But that won't give you the full view of the crowd because there's been a decent amount of people who have already gone in. So looking at Ohio more in depth, we can look at some of the biggest industries. Some of the biggest industries here in Ohio. First of all, we have automotive industry, which is really big here, especially just in the big cities. And we have the aerospace industry, which is also really big. And then we have steel and iron is really big in Ohio. 15% of the United States steel comes from here in Ohio. Now another big industry is agriculture. Now 1 in 7 Ohioans work directly or indirectly in agriculture. And then the last one is biotech and healthcare. Now 15% of the economic output of the state is from this industry, the healthcare and biotech industry. So those will all be points, especially with the economy, that hopefully resonate with Ohioans with Trump's policies. Now it looks like the line is still moving now, just moving again. But Trump has done amazing things for Ohio's economy. 94,700 jobs have been added, and out of those, 14,700 have been manufacturing jobs. So you can just see how especially his economic policies, more than anything, have really affected Ohioans greatly. And the unemployment rate has gone down since President Trump has been in office. So that would also be an attraction to the president for many people in Ohio. Now it looks like the line did slow down now, so we'll see if we can get anyone to interview. But Liz is going to do that.
First, I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Diamond and Silk, thank you for partnering with us, whether it's Breitbart or Conservative Treehouse, any of our usual supporters. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Once again, Right Side Broadcasting Network is almost entirely viewerly funded, so they are your donations that allow us to move on. 1 second. Do you want to ask him for an interview? I'll do it if you'll ask. Sorry, I'm totally live. You get what it is. Totally unedited. But what I was saying was thank you for watching. We're entirely viewer funded, and in just a moment, I'll explain to you how you can donate to us. Hi, my name's Liz Willis. Thank you for being willing to talk to us here today. So what's your name and where are you from?
Well, my name's James. I'm from Columbus, actually. Columbus, Ohio.
Solid name. It's my father's and my brother's. So what is it that brought you out here today? Of course, President Trump is speaking, but beyond that, what is it about the president that makes you want to stand out? It's, 40 degrees today? So
This is my second rally. everything he does is for the people. You know, you hear all this negative about him and this and that, but everything he does is truly for the people. It's for the average, everyday, forgotten American. And he just energizes you. He makes me. I've never been into politics before until President Trump came along, and he's just got me very excited about it. I mean, my wages went up, my roommate's wages went up. It's an incredible thing. It really, truly is. And the people are another reason why I come. I love meeting the new people who think the same. So it's really an incredible experience.
That's awesome, James. And you mentioned that he is criticized. We see that a lot, especially working with media. That's kind of why we're here. So, quick question. Do you think that the news is providing fair coverage to President Trump and his...
Absolutely not. Not at all. Not even... No, not at all.
What are some things the administration have done that you support under President Trump?
Gosh, I do support what he did in Iran. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And it just seems like everything he does, the Democrats go and attack him. But then, but then he always has a strategic plan. You know, I trust him 100%. I do. I trust him.
Did you expect for Iran to work out the way I did? I mean, it looks like a huge win for President Trump. No American casualties, no foreign casualties while the U.S. base was being bombed. Did you think that it was going to work out? I don't want to say perfectly, but who had any idea? Because the day 24 hours before, it was World War III, and everyone was freaking out.
No, I wasn't sure, but obviously it wasn't going to go to World War III. Iran, they just don't have the capabilities for that. But no, and I trust our president, so I wasn't worried about us going to World War III or anything. And if we did happen to go to war, again, I trust our president that he would keep us safe, and if we went to war, we would have had to. I trust him.
What do you think about the left being against the assassination of the terrorist and saying that he was not a terrorist, but identifying him as a top military leader in Iran? They are just, some of them are very upset that we would have killed a terrorist. I mean, does that make any sense to you? What is the strategy behind this?
I wish I knew. I have no words for that. None. It's mind-boggling. It makes absolutely no sense. And it's sad. It's really sad. Some of my family are Democrats, and they're the same way. It's just sad. It's just sad, yeah.
And our final question, I know this line is moving fast. Nancy Pelosi is withholding the impeachment articles right now from moving forward to the Senate after just absolutely insisting on the urgency to get them going, to get them started in the House. What do you think of this? What does this say about their strategy or the Democrats' true intentions of the impeachment trial?
It shows us it was a joke the whole time. It was never to get him impeached. It was never to get him removed. It was just to put a black mark on his name, which hasn't worked. It's brought out more support for him. So, I just don't understand the Democrats.
Overall, you have full faith in President Trump keeping Ohio red for 2020.
Absolutely, 100%.
Love to hear it. Thank you, James. Get inside and get warm. We're going to keep walking. This line's moving fast. It looks like they're letting people. Okay, hi. What's your name and where are you from?
Sheree from Huron, Ohio.
Hi, and are y'all together? Who else is willing to talk? Okay, what's your name and where are you from?
Nadine, Middletown, Ohio.
Your eyes are so beautiful. I want blue eyes. Yours too, both blue. What brought y'all out here today? What is it about President Trump that makes you want to come and stand in 40-degree weather?
I want my country back. From the deep state, I want the Americans to have our country back.
Can you elaborate on what's been done to the country that you don't support? What do you want back?
The deep state, where we don't have consent of what they're doing. And that's what Trump was trying to say when he says he's going to give our country back. Our tax dollars going to what we think they're going to, and not funding regime changes and terrorists around the world. I want my country back.
Do you support President Trump's decision to do the missile strike in Iran, bringing down their top terrorists?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was a bad man. I have no problem with that.
A Time article recently came out and actually gave suggestions on how to talk to your children about why President Trump assassinated a military leader in Iran. It doesn't identify him as a terrorist. It doesn't say took down a terrorist for the United States security. It seems like propaganda. But what would you respond to that article with? How would you talk to your child if you were explaining to them the situation?
That he's been in power for over 20 years, and that Iran is the leading state of terrorists. They're the ones that fund them all. And that he was like a front for the army, but what he really did was fund them and help them. He was a horrible man. Horrible.
How can you possibly justify how liberals in any way are saying that this should not have happened? Some are very upset that we would kill a man. They don't think that it's right that President Trump did this. I mean,
he's a murderer. He murders American people. Are you kidding me?
according to Time magazine, he's not a terrorist, he's a leader.
Yeah, a leader of the terrorist.
That they're just using him for anything to take down Trump. Anything Trump does good, they'll just do whatever they can to deface it. That's all.
Stay warm, go get your spot back. Thanks for talking to us. I'm going to hand the microphone back to Libby.
Great, thanks Liz, thanks for those. Okay, so thank you so much for those great interviews. We have the rally is moving on in again, the line is moving. Now, we know that a lot of people like President Trump because of his economic policies, and another big reason is that he protects our constitutional rights. And among those is the Second Amendment. So for you Second Amendment people out there, we have this great opportunity. So We the People Holsters is this American business that they have 3D designed holsters, and they're custom made so they fit perfectly your gun, and have their own in-house team that measures to the micromillimeter, and it's free shipping, and they start at $37, so very reasonable for such a quality product. They have so many different kinds of designs. They have, among my favorite is the Trump holster, and you can get that in different colors as well. There's a few options. And so it just broadcasts your support for our president and how he protects those rights. Now, they have free shipping, and if it doesn't work for you, you can send it back for free. And you go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Use the offer code TRUMP for $10 off your order. And all those are very reasonable, high-quality products. So if you go there and you support Right Side, support our president, and you support this American business, you can protect your rights while also getting a quality product. So definitely recommend We the People Holsters. Again, that's wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Use offer code Trump for that $10 off. So protect those rights, and here we go.
Thank you, Libby. Before we get going with interviews, I wanted to reiterate what I was talking about earlier and finish my sentence. I do want to remind you guys, Right Side Broadcasting Network is almost entirely viewer funded. That means that we don't believe in corporate investment or anyone who has major control of our company to be able to tell us what we want to say or what we're allowed to broadcast. So our main goal here today for you is to bring you President Trump's rallies, to show you this massive base and this massive support system that President Trump has. Not only do we come out early, hours early, no matter what the weather is, rain, shine, snow, sleet, or hail, we are out here to show you these crowds. We're also, of course, going to bring you the police speakers and the president, everything in between, absolutely uninterrupted. Besides Libby and I commenting, you'll have no commercials, and when President Trump is speaking, you will have absolutely no commentary. That is unheard of when it comes to mainstream media, so we are constantly just doing an uphill battle, trying to compete with them and stay steady as a business. So in order for us to go to all of these rallies, to have the tech support, the hotels, the flight, and the transportation, we rely on your donations. So if you're interested in how to donate, you can go to www.rsbnetwork.com/donate. That's an easy way. That'll be done through PayPal, so it's a very easy way to do credit or debit cards. You can also, if you are utilizing YouTube right now, click the $ in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen and donate absolutely any amount. In just a little bit, we will start reading those donations inside, and the ones on the website will be read out on the back too. So you can also send a check to us, and the checks are great because we actually get to keep 100% of those proceeds as opposed to giving fees to either PayPal or YouTube. So if you'd like to do it the non-electronic way, which we have no problem with, you can send a check to RSBN at 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama 36830. Again, those are the three main ways you can donate. That is the YouTube, our website, our address to send a check to, and the fourth and final way is Patreon. That's patreon.com/RSBN. Please donate. And we have to have successful rallies in order to keep going. Of course, every business needs to succeed, so help us out. We'd love to be able to continue spreading the message of the President of the United States, especially as we get so close to the 2020 presidential election. And we are going to keep going. Let's see. Hey guys, can I interview y'all? Anybody cool with being on camera? All of y'all? All right. Some people are afraid to get fired if their boss sees it or something like that. All right, all right. All right, what's y'all's names and where are you from? I'll walk and talk.
My name's Todd. I'm from Sylvania.
I don't want y'all to lose your spot, so we're going to do this an interesting way. Name and where you're from.
Chad Harris, Falls Story, Ohio.
Jared Bermudez, Findlay, Ohio.
And what's y'all's relationship with each other? Did you know each other before you came today or you just met?
Best friends. We just met in line.
Absolutely incredible. So something I was going to ask is, a few weeks ago, Senator Warren actually made comments about President Trump rallies, and her comments were pretty negative, saying that along the lines of course, the normal leftist narrative of racism and hatred. So how would you describe in your own words what it's like to be at a Trump rally?
Right here is all you need. Mexicans for Trump, right here. Everything here in the media is wrong.
What do you have to say to Senator Warren about how the left is racist? Obviously, you made two new best friends today who are not from the same original country. What message would you have to send her?
Nothing is free. You work for everything. You work for what you want. You get off your butt and you work.
Earn everything. Nothing's free. We teach our kids you got to work for what you want in life. Nothing's free.
And I saw a veteran's shirt up here. Are you a veteran, sir? Well, thank you very much for your service. Now, speaking of that, of course, recently we did have the missile strike in Iran. Do you support President Trump's decision to take out the top terrorist?
100%.
Absolutely.
How do you think that this worked out in the end? Were you afraid that a lot of people were freaking out, claiming that it was going to be the start of World War III? It seemed as though President Trump gave a pretty diplomatic speech addressing America and all of its citizens, talking to them, explaining that he wants peace for anyone who's willing to partake in that. So overall, would you consider this a win or a loss for President Trump's administration?
Definitely.
That guy's been a pain in our ass as long as we've been around. He needed to go.
Had to go.
Thank you.
It's awesome what he did. He did great. This is the second war they said we're supposed to get into, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're supposed to. Yep, we're supposed to get all of them. And he hasn't done anything yet. He's doing the right thing.
All right. Thank you, guys. Get inside and get warm. All right. So far, we are like 5-0 when it comes to supporting the president's decision for the missile strike in Iran, that he gave a great diplomatic speech addressing the situation and explaining his decisions. We also have a lot of just unity when it comes to the crowd today. So it's been great so far and pretty much destroys the leftist narrative that the mainstream media is trying to paint. So we're going to walk on back this way a little bit and keep showing these crowds and talking to everyone. Libby, back to you.
Great, thanks, Liz. It's great to see such a diverse crowd here today supporting the president, and proves the media false that, and Senator Warren's comments as well, that everyone who goes to a Trump rally and all the Trump supporters are racist or bigots or anything like that. So it's really great to see such a diverse group. Now, it's also National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, so we'd love to just give a shout out to our men and women in blue, provide that law and order and protect everyone here, especially at the rally today.
Were you afraid that
so much police and Secret Service present, and we couldn't do that without them. So we just want to give a shout out to all of our men and women in blue. It looks like the line is still moving here. I'm going to see if we can catch another interview, maybe over here where the line is not moving quite yet. Go over here, see what we can get. Over here? Looks like we got some. Hi, my name's Libby with Brightside Broadcasting. Would you guys like to be interviewed? Perfect. Great. So, could you tell us your name and where you're from?
Michael Tasker, Toledo, Ohio.
Aaron McCord, Perrysburg.
Art Schaller, Perrysburg, Ohio.
Great. So we have 3 Ohioans right here. We'd love to get your insight. How do you think President Trump will do in the 2020 election here in Ohio?
I think he'll win.
I concur as well.
Great. We have definitely hope to see that. We know he won by 8 points in the 2016 election. Now, so how early did you all get here?
What time did we get here? About 1 o'clock? Yeah, well.
So 6 hours before the president is on to speak. So that really dedicated supporters there. Now, could you tell us, what are you doing out here? 40 degrees. What do you like so much about the president that you're braving this cold and wind to see him this evening?
Well, it's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
good birthday present.
I love everything about it, all his policies, everything he's done. I believe that he stands for the American people, and I'm proud to be an American, and I'm proud he's our president.
Of course, he is the man that's going to come into this town, but America in general, to make sure that we all agree with
That's totally okay. No, yeah, America First is the policy of President Trump, and it's very apparent in his economic policies. I know Ohio especially has benefited from a lot of industry investing in Ohio. Have you guys seen that in your area?
Absolutely, absolutely. In my job, definitely, and in my 401k especially. There's no doubt about it. I love it.
It's great to see such an impact. You see it in the numbers, and then you see it personally too, and that's awesome to see. Now, Senator Warren, a decent amount ago, so she said that people at Trump rallies and Trump supporters are like racist. So, do you have any insight on that, or any comments in response to that?
Pretty sure I'm not racist. So I love everyone. I love what he's doing, and I honestly believe that people don't understand how much he loves everyone. You know what I mean? So
I totally agree, and it's along those lines of what candidate Hillary Clinton said in the 2016 election, calling everyone a basket of deplorables. And you see those same kind of comments again this year. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out for 2020. We still don't know who the Democratic candidate is here, but do you have any more thoughts on, do you think any Democrat candidate could beat President Trump in the election, or do you think he has it?
I do not. I honestly do not. I believe it's going to be a landslide no matter what. So I don't think that they have a
this
chance.
year. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out for 2020.
That's also that's an opinion, but that's it.
Still yet to see how that's going to turn out. But you heard it here from 3 Ohioans. We think Ohio is going to go red again in the 2020 election. Thank you guys so much for the interview. Enjoy the rally. Happy birthday as well. Anyone else who'd like to be interviewed? Perfect. All right. So can you tell everyone your name and where you're from?
My name is Patricia Payne, and I'm from Toledo, Ohio. We've only lived here a couple of years. We're originally from Hocking, Ohio, and born in Columbus, Ohio.
Great. We love a good Ohioan here. Yeah. So what is your favorite part about President Trump? What really gets you to come out and see the president in this 40-degree, chilly, cold weather for hours?
I think he acts like me. He has my personality. I think for years we were bullied and we didn't say nothing. And I really love it that he's against abortion and he's for conservative and Christian values. And I like the way everything's going, and he stands up for our country, and he's not a wimp. And we don't have to pay money to have peace. We actually are looked up to.
Absolutely. We know I resonate with all of those points. He's definitely one of the most pro-life presidents we've ever had, which is great to see, especially after President Obama was very much against pro-life. So it's great to see that. Now, I'd love to ask you about the impeachment inquiries. We know that the Democrats cried how urgent this was, and they pushed it on to a very unfair process in the House, and it passed with the Democratic majority there. And now Speaker Pelosi is trying to hold that back from the Senate to complete their constitutional duty to give the president a fair and speedy trial. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
I think he's got it in the bag. I think most of the senators are for President Trump, and I think it's sad that she did this.
I totally agree with you. Now, thank you so much for your interview. It was so nice to meet you. Enjoy the rally.
All right.
Now, I'm going to hand this back over to Liz, and she's going to give us some more interviews.
Great job, Liz. Libby, awesome crowd here today. I'm actually from a Toledo native. His name is Shane. So I would like you to introduce yourself, but I just did it for you. So Shane, what brought you out here today to President Trump's rally?
Well, I just came because I think it's a historical moment in history, and I just wanted to be here. I'm glad to feel the energy of it.
Have you ever seen a United States president before?
No, I haven't.
And you mentioned earlier that you worked outside, so do you mind elaborating on that, just to get to know what type of people are waiting in line here today?
I'm a delivery person. I deliver hospice equipment. So, like beds, wheelchairs, oxygen, stuff like that. And I just, hospice orders the equipment, we deliver it. That's what I do.
People need you, and you're willing to just always be out in the cold like this delivering, so good for you. I don't know if I could do it. I'm not used to this weather yet, but he says he is, so good for the northern people. So what is it about President Trump that made you want to come out here today? Besides just being a sitting president, do you support the president's majority of his decisions?
With Donald Trump, when the election came, I wasn't like a giant Trump supporter. I was more like, I knew how bad Hillary was, and I was like, anybody except Hillary. I've seen how they had it set up at first with Jeb Bush has $1 billion, Hillary Clinton has $1 billion, Jeb versus Hillary, and then when Trump went down the escalator, we had an option. So he was pretty much the last shot in the dark to me to try to save our country. So it was a gamble, and I decided to take the gamble with Trump. And that's why now that he's in office, I've just been open-minded about him, and I'm extremely impressed. I think that he's done a great job. I think he's done what he said he was going to do, or at least tried. And I think he's done it in the face of a lot of opposition that is very unfair. So, I respect it. That's why I'm here.
A lot of people that we actually interview here, they were Trump supporters before he became president, so maybe their opinions sometimes are a little biased, a little slanted, but for someone who can openly say, like, hey, I didn't even care much for the guy, it was just the lesser of two evils to you, and he ends up impressing you despite, 90% of negative media attention and coverage.
Honestly, that's what attracted me to him, is because I seen what they were saying about him and it didn't make sense to me. And any research I did, I found out a different scenario. So I'm like, wait a minute, you're claiming that, for instance, Trump's a racist. Okay, Trump's a racist. Let me look and see the racist things he's done in his life. Oh, you mean when he got the award with Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali? Or when he was on G-Unit Radio with 50 Cent? Or when all the rappers were saying Trump this, Trump that, I just don't understand. He is actually a symbol of capitalism in America and success, and always has been his whole career. So
it's truly incredible. If you look back at some of the photos, right before he was president, all of these rappers, movie stars, they wanted to be with him. They wanted to be on his arm at his parties. As soon as he became president, they could no longer associate with him. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's because the establishment controls a lot of things. And if you go against the establishment, if you're in a certain line of business, you're not going to get the work you once had before. So I think it's more people looking out for their own interests as far as their careers, thinking that this is a way to get attention and a way to forward themselves. And I think they're also in an echo chamber, so I don't think they realize that a lot of people reject that completely. And I think it backfires, in the end.
Speaking of the Hollywood elite, what did you think about the Golden Globes recently? It was all over the news, the speech that was just kind of ripped into liberals, made fun of them, but he was talking to his own kind at the same time. What do you think that was all about?
I am skeptical of Hollywood. Like I say, what he said, just to take it at face value, was extremely brave. There's a lot of people. I think it starts a discussion, and it also brings into the mainstream a lot of things that you might find outside of the mainstream, and it causes people to look into things and find out that there's a lot going on you might not have known before.
Do you think that you would have had the courage to do what he did and call out, say, Tim Cook for his child slave factories in China or whatever the similar reference was?
I would have no problem doing it, but I'm not in the position that they are,
Yeah, me either.
So I would do it personally in a heartbeat, yes.
Well, good for you. I don't even know if I would. I would never be in that position either, but still. So what is it that you're looking forward to most today? Are you trying to make it inside? You're not in line.
I originally planned to, but I had a cigarette in my pocket, so I had to get out of line. I was way out there. But I'm just out here. I like the energy. I'm just hanging out.
Awesome.
If anything, I'm just watching right here.
Well, thank you so much, Shane. We really enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you. All right, awesome, incredible. A little bit. Hi, how are you? Yes, we're a news outlet. No, we're not. Would you like to be interviewed? Very cool. Whatever you want. I'll make it easy, I promise. My name's Liz. I don't want you to lose your spot in line, but how old are you and where are you from? Are you in school right now? No? Well, yeah, I am. What grade are you in? And would you consider yourself to be a Trump supporter? How is that at school? Do your friends know about that? Do they agree or disagree with you?
Disagree and some do agree.
What do they say if they disagree with you for supporting President Trump? Have you ever heard anything negative about President Trump? Like what? Can you think of anything? Well, what do you like about him? Do you think he's a good man?
I like the wall.
The wall? What do you like about the wall?
It's big.
Big? You think it's going to be beautiful? Do you think you'll ever go down and visit it one day?
Visit that.
Why not? Not too far. It's just Mexico. It's a plane ride away.
It's a lot of money for a plane.
That's true. Well, hopefully under Trump's economy, you'll be able to make that money and get a ticket down to see the southern border. I hope you have fun today. Are you excited to see the president? Well, get your spot back in line. Hopefully someone will save it for you. But it was great talking to you today, and you did great at your first interview. Thank you. All right. Do you want to get those guys, Libby?
Great, thanks, Liz. I'm gonna take us over here for more interviews. Any of you guys like to be interviewed? Perfect. You guys want to come up here if you want to be interviewed? Could you tell us your name and where you're from?
My name is Dylan Buck, and I'm from Metamora, Ohio.
Okay, and how old are you, Dylan?
I'm 14 years old.
Okay, that's awesome. So to see such young Trump supporters. Now, do you have any backlash from friends or just other people who don't agree with you? Do you hear any negatives about being a young Trump supporter?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So what do you like most about the president?
I like how he doesn't give a crap what anyone thinks. He goes what he believes it should be. He loves the country.
Absolutely, he says what needs to be said. I don't want you to lose your spot in line. Are you okay? Keep going, or do you want to? Okay, he's gonna keep going. Great. Now, how long have you been here?
I've been here for a good 2 hours now.
Great, that's awesome. Can't wait to see the president. Now, so what? You said you like how he doesn't care what people think. He just says what he means. Do you have any thoughts on the impeachment inquiry there? How Speaker Pelosi was saying how this is so urgent, but then she is holding it back from the Senate to move on the process.
I think it's just a big waste of time and a lot of waste of money.
Absolutely. That's their constitutional duty to give him a fair and speedy trial, and they're not doing that, which just shows that it was a witch hunt the whole time, honestly. So, thank you so much for interviewing with us. Anyone else would like to be interviewed? That's it. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Steve Fisher. I'm from Maui, Hawaii.
Hawaii? Wow, that's a big trip here. So what brings you just to see the president?
I'm here to see family, but at the same time, I'm here for dinner.
Great.
I've got something I'd like to start. It's called MABA, not MAGA. M-A-B-A, Make America Beautiful Again. And I want to see garbage bags that are in the main American flag given out at events to everyone here, and they take home and they pick up litter. And I want to see MABA, the Trump supporters, get 1 million garbage bags. Part of MABA, Make America Beautiful Again. Okay, yes.
You know who I'm talking about? Scott Presler. He actually leads the cleanup in Baltimore. So he's done over, I think, 10,000 pounds of litter or something. It could be even more astronomical than that, but he's a conservative. He loves President Trump, but he is working so hard to clean up these inner cities that have just been completely left behind by Democratic leadership. So again, Scott Presler, seriously, if you talk to him about using those trash bags, he's got a lot of Twitter followers and whatnot. He can help. Maybe y'all can work something out.
Well, let's get MABA going. Make America Beautiful Again. We can all do it. Everyone can do their part with a garbage bag. Made in the American flag, given out at the events free of charge. Okay.
Do you consider yourself to align with conservative values?
Oh, definitely.
So we have a conservative who wants a beautiful planet. Wouldn't that go against the entire leftist narrative that we're just out here destroying the environment?
Everyone should endorse that, whether they love Trump or not. Why not? Make America Beautiful Again. How could you go against that?
They would find a reason to make it not work out for us, the liberals.
And then I got a spot to put a garbage can.
Where would that be?
Put them in the garbage can. If they don't like it, put them in the garbage can.
I love your idea. It sounds very beautiful.
Maui. Aloha from Maui.
Aloha. Thank you. Hopefully we have a rally there soon. Wouldn't that be nice? Once again, thank you for tuning in. We're super excited to have you with us here today with Right Side Broadcasting. We are almost entirely viewer funded, so don't forget to support Right Side if you like the content you've seen. Once again, I'm Liz, I'm here with Libby, and we're just out here interviewing these patriots, getting to know everybody in line. This is totally random and raw, unedited, unfiltered. So if you're curious, maybe about learning about different states, environments, economies, we will ask anybody anything. We just want to get to know and get to the truth behind who's at these rallies and how many supporters President Trump has across the United States. So 4 more years, we have a flag right here. Again, we are hours early. It's 2:23. President Trump is not scheduled to take the stage until 7 p.m. So roughly 4.5 hours early to President Trump speaking. We have thousands of people who have already passed in line, thousands more coming in, a lot of veterans shirts. We have the Army right there, and of course, just the sea of bright red hats. Please consider donating to Right Side Broadcast Network. You can go to our website at www.rsbnetwork.com/donate. Leave a message, and we'll be reading those as soon as we get inside. You can also leave us a donation on YouTube by going to our super chat and then clicking the $sign. Leave absolutely any amount, and you can also send us a check if you want to do it the non-electronic way. Send that check to 1550 Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama. Thank you seriously so much. We love to be here, and it's like 40 degrees, but it's still a beautiful day. And I think we thought we were going to be miserable, but at least speaking for myself, I'm actually happy. These people have been incredible so far, and there's really great energy, just positive, uplifting, and it's crazy how much can happen in just a 1-week news cycle. So this rally today, oh, how cute. Let's get this sign right here, 77-year-old woman, working woman for Trump. We love it. Keep it up. We love hard workers, and we love women for Trump. Hey, here, Libby.
Great, thanks, Liz. Now, as we look more into the analysis of whether or not Ohio will go red in the 2020 election, it's important to look at the analysis of what the other side sees. Now, the largest Democratic super PAC called Priorities USA a few months ago put out their battleground briefing in which they talk about their strategy for the 2020 election. Now, in this, they have phase 1 and phase 2 for the election to try to get that 270. And in neither phase 1 or phase 2, we have some loud Trump fans over here having their money says vote Trump. But on to what I was saying, pardon me. So in phase 1 and phase 2, Ohio is not mentioned in either one of those, which is pretty telling. It signals to us that the Democrats don't think they even have a chance to win those 18 electoral votes of Ohio. So that is pretty solid ground for the Trump campaign. Now, again, I'd like to mention how if you want to support the Second Amendment, you have your gun, you want to support the Second Amendment in style, we really have this great opportunity for you. So We the People holsters, starting at just $37, they have custom holsters made here right in America. Their designs are made in-house. They even have their own 3D design team who measures every micromillimeter of their guns to ensure the perfect fit. Their unique and intuitive designs allow for you to easily adjust both the cant and ride of your holster so that it will fit comfortably and securely at all times. Not only that, they have a special holster so you can support for President Trump. You can show that support and broadcast it. That is my personal favorite. We got a few of those and they're just great. So you can go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump and get yours today. Every holster ships free and comes with a lifetime guarantee. If you enter the offer code Trump, you receive an extra $10 off your order. So you want to support Right Side, support our president, and support a great American business. Satisfaction guarantee. Again, these are custom holsters. They start at $37 a piece. Lifetime guarantee. Every holster ships free, and if it doesn't fit, you can send it back. So again, you want to have your Second Amendment rights and have those in style. So go to wethepeople.com or wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Use offer code Trump for $10 off. Again, the line is moving here. They're letting people in early. Thousands have already got past in line. Thousands more lining up. The line just keeps going and going. The crowd is roaring right now.
We have some military planes going ahead in a formation. I'm going to get in trouble by our COO for not knowing the make and model of those planes, but they look really cool. And I know that normally at these rallies it's technically a no-fly zone, so if you hear anything overhead, I look up very fast and figure out what it is, especially with everything that's going on right now. But thank you, Libby. Great job. It's been absolutely incredible out here in Toledo, Ohio. You can hear the energy around us right now. Everyone is just so excited to be here, to get in line and to see their president. This 40-degree weather seems like absolutely nothing to them. So it's just been a beautiful day so far, and the line's been moving pretty fast. Let's see. Hi, is anyone willing to talk on camera about President Trump? Okay. Oh, we'll have her. Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
It's Ann Kunith, and I'm from Michigan, from Huron Township.
Very cool, Pam. I'm Liz. I'm with Right Side Broadcasting Network. So, what are you out here doing today?
We're here collecting signatures for the Fetal Heartbeat Protection Act for Michigan. It's a bill we're trying to get passed. We need like 360,000 signatures. We got to the 20th of January to collect them, and I thought this would be a great place because Toledo's so close to Michigan. I thought we'd have a lot of Michiganders here. We did. I got quite a few signatures.
So, fetal heartbeat protection bill. What is this bill going to do if it's passed?
If a baby has a heartbeat, cannot be aborted.
And what is the current legislation regarding that in Ohio?
Ohio has this. I think this bill is passed in Ohio. This is Michigan.
Okay. So, how many signatures do you have left to go?
I think they need about 30,000 more. I don't have I'm like a peon. I don't know how many they have.
What inspires you to come out and work this hard to volunteer to do this? I mean, a lot of people support what you're doing, but that doesn't necessarily give them the.
I asked God to make me care about what He cared about, and He made me care about this a lot.
And if people are interested in learning more about this, I think technically it's a petition right now.
Heartbeat Coalition, and they have a web page, and there's information there about the bill.
Would people be able to sign electronically? Do you know?
I think so, but if someone wants to, I'm sure they can contact them, and they'll send them out a petition.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Pam, and good luck getting the rest of those. What, 360,000? Was that it? Woo! All right. Good luck. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Already passed in 8 states, so that is the hard work that you see behind these bills. Some of them that have to get passed. I think she said she was a peon in the grand scheme of things, but it's just hard work from someone like Pam who's working hard for a cause that she cares about. Let's see. The line is still moving pretty fast, so I would hate to interrupt somebody while they're moving and don't want them to lose their spot in line. We'd love to if the line slows down. I don't want you to lose a spot. We're going to do some more interviews as soon as it slows down. But thank you again for tuning into Right Side Broadcasting Network. If you're just now tuning in, you're curious about what we're doing today. Let's see. It's currently 2:30 p.m. I just got word that those were F-16s. So the planes that went overhead. Thank you, Micah. Those are F-16s. I'll know next time, maybe. But once again, lost my train of thought. Our schedule. So I looked at my phone for the time, and I got Micah's text. It's 2:30 p.m. President Trump is scheduled to begin his speech. Awesome chant being chanted right now. If we want to go ahead and spin this, it's getting pretty loud, and I'll just keep talking. The inner mics will pick it up. A lot of patriotism here in Toledo, Ohio. We have, hi. Do you want to interview them? Yeah. So we're in an awkward position. We need to move. Hi, he's watching me. Do you want to do an interview? Okay, we'll make it easy for you. He's got Right Side Broadcasting up on his phone right now so he can watch himself. What's your name and where are you from?
Connor, we're from Clyde.
Connor, how did you hear about Right Side Broadcasting?
I just saw it on YouTube.
Fair enough. We love when YouTube doesn't censor us, so that's great. What brought you out here today?
I missed the last one when I was in Alaska, so might as well come in and see this one.
Very cool. What were you doing in Alaska?
We were building our grandparents' cabin.
Your family must just really love cold weather. What is it about President Trump that makes you keep up to date with his rallies and want to attend them?
He's authentic and isn't censored by what the media wants him to say, and he's just his person. He's him.
Would you say that you support most of the things his administration has done since taking office?
100%.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 18 by the election. So.
That was my next question. Very cool. So are you excited? I'm going to assume you're voting for him. Are you excited to place your vote? Do you have any idea who the Democratic nominee will be?
My guess is probably Biden.
That's what I keep hearing, that he's like polling by over 30%. I just don't see it. What is it about him?
I feel like Bernie is too polarizing for most of them to be able to center around. I feel like Biden would be their safest bet for most people to be able to vote for.
I can see that. I just feel like he doesn't really know what's going on.
I don't think either. I think that's who they would like, but I don't think that's what most would like. So
I think it'd be cool if it was Tulsi, but
I would prefer Tulsi if I were to switch over, which would never happen. But
yeah, for some insane reason, I lost my mind. Well, very cool. Enjoy seeing your president here today. Very cool to get some of the younger perspective. So he's actually never voted in a presidential election, but he's here today, and he's excited to place his first presidential vote. Definitely. Okay, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, and I'm gonna, you can pan, I'm gonna talk to Libby for a quick second. Off the microphone in just a minute back to Libby, but before I do that, while you're still panning the crowds, we want to take this opportunity and just say thank you to our sponsors who help us bring you these amazing rallies, especially We the People holsters, starting at just $37. These holsters are custom made right here in America. Their designs are made in-house, and there's new ones every single month. These are, every single micromillimeter of these guns are guaranteed to ensure an absolutely perfect fit. They are unique designs, and they're very cool. You can get the plain black if you want. You can get them to say Trump 2020 or We the People. Just, there are so many different designs. I am torn between the We the People right now and the plain black, just because you can tell by any of the outfits I've ever worn, I love all black. But these are just really great. They make for concealed carrying, especially for, say, you're a young girl like me, not that young, but you still want to be able to protect yourself and not have it obvious concealed carry. So I'm really excited to start doing that. I waited a few years to make sure that I was confident with my 9mm, and I can safely say I am now. So I'm at the point where I am ready to take it out in public with me and not just protect myself, but make sure that I'm willing to protect those who are around me. If you're interested in getting a holster so you can conceal carry like me, then go to WeThePeopleHolsters.com/Trump. Get yours today. Every holster ships free and comes with a lifetime guarantee. And I would recommend doing this right now, honestly. They are shipping for free. I checked last night. Some of them, the one that I am most interested in, the plain black one, is $37. So it's actually on sale right now. And you can use code Trump and get an extra $10 off that order. So that brings it down to like $27 from Matthews. That's absolutely incredible for such a great piece. And you know they are contributing to a product that is made in the United States. They're ethically made, and they have a lifetime guarantee. It does not get better than that. You're also supporting Right Side Broadcasting Network. You're supporting our president, and you're supporting a great American business with satisfaction guaranteed. Again, that's WeThePeopleHolsters.com/Trump. So thank you to We the People Holsters for working and sponsoring with Right Side Broadcasting Network today. We are truly grateful, and we are having a lot of fun talking about your products and testing them out. You can look forward to some cool photos coming later. We can't travel with our guns because TSA wouldn't really like that so much. We can expect some cool photos of the two of them reunited later. This line is moving pretty fast. You can see everyone. What's your name? Where are you from?
Toledo, Ohio.
You seem to be a pretty big Trump supporter. Am I assuming correctly?
You are right. You are right.
What is it about President Trump?
Everything. I like that. Good answer. Everything.
Are we glad that the terrorist is dead?
Yes, absolutely.
Do we like Nancy Pelosi?
Afraid not. Yeah.
Afraid not. All right, gave your spot in line. We have a lot of energy, and I could have assumed those questions. We love it. Crazy Pelosi. We can still hear that from down the line. Great energy, absolutely great energy here today, again, hours early. And let's check the temperature really quick. According to Apple, 45 degrees. It's currently 45, so this is going to be roughly the high here today. This is as warm as it's getting, and not a single person is acting like it's even cold besides the media crew, which is us and all the other tourists who are here today. Toledo is absolutely beautiful. Behind me, you can see that the line is snaking through. These are those who are getting closest to the north entrance. behind us, the street is going to go on. It's actually North Huron. We're close to some large bodies of water right here, and it goes as far as the eye can see with a lot of Trump memorabilia. Something that's neat is some of these small businesses actually travel from rally to rally, selling their Trump here. So President Trump is bringing all kinds of jobs back to the United States, and just people are having a really good time supporting him and whatnot. So, Libby, how do you think this is your second rally working, third rally ever, correct? Am I wrong?
I had 2 or 3 before I actually worked them on the other side. Both great, being on both sides. But I went to one in Johnstown, one in Moon. Tried to get to another one in Moon, but it actually was to capacity before we could get in. And then actually in the primary in Pittsburgh, he came to have an interview with Sean Hannity, and I went to that one as well before he was the Republican candidate. So kind of gone all along the way that it's been great. Now being on this side of it is a very different experience, but it's really awesome to kind of get the whole feeling of each area and see the differences across the country of the feelings and what they like about Trump especially.
That's incredible. I had no idea that you'd been to so many. Did you ever think that the day that we met you as just like the little visitor, we just grabbed her and quickly made her sing the national anthem, and then we just fell in love? But did you ever think that you'd be back working these rallies one day? Did you have a goal for politics?
Oh my goodness, I had never imagined to be on this side of things. I've always been into politics, and I wanted to get involved somehow, but I wasn't sure if that was through media, campaigns, think tanks, whatever that may be. And then this opportunity arose, love Right Side, and it's just been awesome. So thanks to you guys for that crazy chance of grabbing me at the 2018 midterm rally with...
Thanks for being crazy enough to talk to me.
Absolutely, anytime.
We love it. We actually are waiting on a congressional candidate who's going to come up, hopefully talk to us soon. It's hard to kind of maneuver around these crowds, but hopefully they'll come up soon. And while we're waiting, let's just turn around and pan these crowds really quick. We know you guys love to see the movement, how fast this line is moving, and these people are just packing inside. This auditorium is going to hold roughly around 9,000 people today, I believe. So that is huge. I mean, think of what President Trump is really out here doing, bringing in these types of crowds. These are concert-level crowds. You're back, MAVA. Aloha. What are we getting? Love it. We're going to come visit you. We're getting a business card from Maui right now. Thank you so much. That is truly a Hawaiian. I love it. I love it, though. So we have a lot of more people coming in. We have some different news networks that are out here right now. And we have, of course, there's the VIP and check-in behind us. Libby, how many hours until President Trump is scheduled to begin?
So it's about 2:40 right now. So we have 4 hours and about 20 minutes, if I'm doing my math correctly there, until the president is scheduled to speak. We'll have some speeches before that will broadcast in full as well, so look forward to that. We're not quite sure who will be speaking yet, but I'm sure there's a good lineup for us there. Now, something that I think is interesting, when we've been doing these interviews, at my first rally in Lexington, Kentucky, I'm seeing as well as here is everyone really likes Trump's policies with the economy and how much that has impacted them personally and just how much they have seen increases in their pay, more job opportunities, and everything. So I'm going to talk about the economy in Ohio here especially. Now, under President Trump, 94,700 jobs have been added in the state of Ohio, and 14,700 of those have been manufacturing jobs. Now, according to the CEO of Artex Oil, Jerry James is actually from Ohio. He's a lifelong Ohioan. He said that this is, quote, the best economy he's seen in his lifetime here in Ohio, which I think is really telling, all thanks to President Trump's great business skills and the economy that he has provided for not only the whole United States, but especially here in Ohio. They're a big manufacturing state and actually one of the largest economies of the state. The state has one of the largest economies in the United States. So the economy is obviously a big thing for every Ohioan here. They have 5 major industries that are especially big. The automotive, aerospace, especially in Dayton, Ohio there. We have the agricultural, which 1 in 7 Ohioans are working indirectly or directly in the agricultural field. We also have biotech and healthcare, which 15% of their economic output also comes from that industry. And then steel and iron, so that is 15% of the United States' raw steel, comes from here in Ohio. So obviously the industry and manufacturing, economy and everything like that is going to be a big issue for Ohioans here. And because of Trump's policies, it has been awesome. They have gotten so many more jobs, and it's just been a really great output for them. Now, looking especially at biotech and healthcare being 15% of their economic output, it's interesting to analyze that many of the Democratic candidates have very interesting stances on healthcare, as many of you know. Senator Warren, Senator Sanders, they have more universal healthcare standards, or just their platforms are very much government mandated, little freedom. We know the quality goes down, but the prices go up. And that would be something that would be very important, that would resonate with many people here, especially in Ohio, with such a large healthcare industry. And we know President Trump is more about the personal freedom and less government in that. So I'm sure that is also a big point of contention and big deciding factor for many voters here in Ohio. We know that since in 2008 and 2012, President Obama won the state by 3 and 4 points. And then President Trump was able to win Ohio, turn it red by a landslide of 8 points. Now we're hoping that he will do that again in 2020. No reason to think otherwise because of such great output he's seen here, especially in the economy here in Ohio. And I think that's telling if we just want to pan the crowds to how long this line is, and that people are snaking around here, going in already, thousands of people here, all in their Trump gear in the 40-degree weather, and it's pretty chilly, so it feels colder than that too. So these are just some really dedicated supporters. We've had people from, if you saw before, someone from Hawaii traveling here. And we can grab some interviews over here to keep that going for you all. And Liz is gonna do that.
Wish you luck. Alright, once it slows down a little bit, comes to a stop, we'll grab the lucky winner. It's like musical chairs. Okay, Libby.
So we have a congressional candidate. Here we have Mr. Rob Weber for Congress in the 9th District of Ohio here. Could you tell us a little bit about why you like the president?
The president's actually working for the real people. He's sacrificed a lot to do this. He's trying to clean up corruption and drain the swamp in Washington. He's doing all the things that a president's supposed to do.
Absolutely. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are running against the 9th District Representative Marcy Kaptur, who's been here since 1983.
That's correct. 38 years. I can't imagine that the founders of our country even remotely imagined someone serving 4 decades in Congress. I don't think that was the intention at all. It is long past time that we had some change.
Sure, that's absolutely correct. Now, what made you decide to run for Congress?
I felt the calling. I saw our country over the last several years and the need for real leadership and someone willing to have the attributes of selfless service instead of self-serving. And I decided that someone needed to step up and really challenge Marcy Kaptur. And I'm going to do that this year.
Absolutely. Now, what would you do if... So we know that it's really important, especially through the whole impeachment inquiries, to have our conservative and Republican congressmen in Congress and supporting our president. Now, would you support the president if you got in office, and how would you do that?
That's why I'm here, is to support our president. I'm tired of these Congress people delaying and simply harassing his agenda, not doing their job, not passing laws, and simply just sitting on bills like Nancy Pelosi did this past cycle when she sat on the USMCA all year long. Of course, replaces NAFTA, when 90% of even Democrats absolutely wanted that bill passed, and for political reasons she sat on it. We need congressmen to go do their job instead of just harass the president.
Sure, we have one more question here. So do you have any final words for our viewers here? You can go to www.robweberforcongress.com if you want to learn more. But just any final thoughts you want to share with our viewers?
I just believe in the attributes of dedication to service, advocacy, true leadership, patriot, and America first. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rob. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
Enjoy the rally.
Great job, Libby. Once again, that was a congressional candidate for the 9th District here in Toledo, Ohio. So, great job, Libby. And you literally did amazing. Y'all get everything live right here. So, that's my feedback. All right, let's see if we can grab somebody. And talk to some more patriots about what brought them out. We're going to get him. We're getting him. All right, the most energetic man in the crowd. I can't not talk to you. So what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Richard Butler, and I'm from Sandusky, Ohio.
All right, we have an Ohio man here today. What is it about President Trump that made you come out? I'd say in this 40-degree weather, but if you're from here, you're probably used to it, right?
Because he represents the party that I stand for, Republican.
Why are you Republican? What is it that makes you want to align yourself with that party?
There's different themes or threads that a party can stand for, such as financial, such as moral issues, which is what I stand for, moral issues. The Republican Party stands against abortion, and the list goes on. Someday when I leave this earth, I will have to stand before my Maker, God Almighty, and I will have to say I took a stand. I voted the party that best suits those moral issues.
Very nice. So what do you have to say the leftist narrative that conservatives or Republicans are the party of hate and the party that is just so angry and aggressive when we're the ones that are actually out here fighting for life? And even President Trump just gave a speech this week saying he wants peace for those who are willing to accept it.
Yes, and you know, I think it's the day and age we're in, and that's why the parties are so against one another. It's what it deals with people's hearts and what's on people's hearts. And again, I align myself, since I'm a Christian, with moral issues, with the things of God, and so that's why I stand with the Republicans.
Do you think it's possible that anytime in the near future these parties will be less polarizing, less partisan lines?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll get worse as the days go along. If you look at the end of Matthew in God's Word, it says, when you see these things come to pass, look up because your redemption draweth nigh.
So you would say you're with the party of God.
Yes. Yes.
Amen. Get inside and get warm. Thank you so much for your interview. Looks like we have a cool little cereal box over there with Trump's face. They're called Trumpos. And here is Libby.
Great, thanks Liz, thanks for that great interview. Now I just want to extend our deepest thanks to you guys out there, our viewers, for tuning in at all these rallies that we get to go to, and we really couldn't do any of this without your generous support. We go to all of President Trump's rallies and broadcast the best we can and give you the live coverage, full coverage of the speeches that many other media outlets won't do. We pan the crowds, and we just want to say thank you for that, because we are viewer funded here at Right Side, which means we are generously funded by you guys. Now, if you are feeling like you want to donate, there are 4 great ways to do that, and I'm going to explain that now. So first of all, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can hit the $sign down there in the live chat and donate in our super chat. You can leave us a little message, and at some point once we're inside, we're going to read those out loud. And so not only are you donating to us, but you also get the chance for your message to be read out loud on air by us inside in a little bit. Now, the second way to donate is online at our website. We have some great content there as well if you want to look through there, some articles, some videos. Now, you go to www.rsbnetwork.com/donate. That's super easy. You just go on to our website, hit donate, and then we do credit, debit, and PayPal in there. So it's super easy way to do that. Now, our third way is through our Patreon account. That is www.patreon.com/RSBN. Again, that is www.patreon.com/donate. And that is actually a monthly subscription. So you go in, it's very easy, and you get it every month. And that way you actually get some behind the scenes and sneak peek features that you don't get anywhere else. And you can just dive in even more to our Right Side family, which we're super excited to get to know you guys. My second rally, I'm already feeling the love so much. And then our fourth and final way to donate is if you're not really into the technology, you can just send us a check in the mail. I'm going to ask the moderators to drop the address down there in the chat in case I say it too fast. Say it, so that is 1550 Opelika Road. So that's Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama, 36830. Again, that is 1550 Opelika, Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama 36830. Again, those are 4 great ways to donate. We really appreciate anything we get from you guys. It means so much. Again, second rally, and I'm already feeling the love so much. I'm so excited to keep on going in 2020, and we couldn't do any of this without you. So the line is still moving here. We're going to try to find some more people to interview. Everyone is up here in the cold. It's about 40 degrees, so there's really some dedicated supporters out here. Once the line stops, we'll try to find someone to interview to see their take on the president and what they are here in the cold today, to see why they're here and what they like so much about our president. Let's see. The line looks like it's about to stop here, so we'll try to go. Hi, would anyone like to be interviewed? No, that's okay. We're Brightside Broadcasting. We're a conservative media outlet. Perfect. Now, could you tell us your name and where you're from?
Calvin Tuttle comes to Michigan.
Okay, Michigan. Great. So how long was this drive for you?
1 hour.
Okay, so not too bad. Now, is this your first rally, or have you been to more?
No, I saw him in 2016 when he was campaigning.
Great, so you know what to expect, all that energy, love that he brings to the stage. Now, what do you like so much about the president that brought you out here to stand for hours in the cold?
He's making America great again. Great economy, great security, great borders. Nothing but good to say.
Great. Now, I know we've seen such an impact in the economy here in Ohio. Would you like to give us some insight on how he has impacted in Michigan?
He's brought the car industry back. They're building plants and bringing jobs back to Michigan.
Great. That's what we love to see. We know that he's so much talked about America first and all the jobs that he's brought back. So it's really great to see the output of all his promises. Promises made, promises kept, you know. Yeah, so I would love to get your input. What do you think, who will be the Democratic nominee for 2020?
Probably be Biden.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's obviously pretty early to tell. That could definitely be it, because I think he is leading in many polls right now. But that will be interesting. I'm not sure if he can beat Trump in a head-to-head, but we will see.
Not even.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rally. Try to go over here, find another interview while the line. Well, that's. Okay, Liz over here has an interview now.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm here with Brad. We are getting our bearings together. But Brad has actually been out here working today, and he is out here with some really neat little cigars. So would you mind telling us a little bit more about yourself and what you're doing here today?
We are from the deploymentcigarcompany.com. You can go online and see us at www.deploymentcigars. We sell cigars for the troops. Every cigar we sell, not only does a percentage of what we sell go to the Republican campaign, but every cigar we sell, one goes overseas to the troops as well in a combat zone.
What was the inspiration behind this? It's such a unique idea. I mean, people do different care packages at Christmas. We'll send notes, but I think you're giving the troops what they really want, right? What was the inspiration?
Stress, and many of them do smoke. Actually, the founder of our company is a veteran. He was in the CIA, and he came up with the idea of cigars for the troops overseas, hence the name deploymentcigar.com. Our cigars are called Little Rocket Man, a deplorable cigar, and we also have a Monica Blue Dress as well.
And what is the name of the website if our viewers are interested?
That would be deploymentcigars.com.
How has your success been at these? Is this y'all's first rally that you've been trying to sell them at?
Oh no, we're everywhere. And we've sold over, our sales last year were $4 million. So yeah, there's literally thousands of cigars gone overseas.
That's absolutely incredible. Have you been able to go overseas yet with this?
I'm a veteran. I spent 2 years in South Korea.
Thank you so much for your service.
Well, thankfully I didn't have to fight. That was 1982. But for the men and women that are in these combat zones, anything we can do for them is great, and that's why we do the cigars.
There's a lot going on right now. I mean, especially with Iran. I know it's been all over the news. You cannot avoid it. I can't imagine, but the people that had to literally hide for their lives in bunkers this past week, that they would really enjoy to get one of these sent to them.
It's a great charity. DeploymentCigars.com.
Thank you very much, and good luck out here today. So anyone that's watching that wants to help support the troops, give them a nice little late Christmas gift. DeploymentCigars.com. Thank you so much. Thank you. My brothers will love it, or my boss. I don't know. Thank you. All right, back to you, Libby.
Great, thanks, Liz. Looks like the line has mostly stopped here. We're going to see if we can get some interview. Great, veteran. Great, thank you so much for your service. Could you tell us your name and where you're from?
My name is Ron. Ron from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland. Now, how long have you been here?
Today? A day.
Okay.
Very excited. I've been to many Trump rallies already. A couple of them. This is the largest crowd that I've seen.
I know, this line just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and they're letting people in already. Could you tell us, what is your takeaway from all the rallies? You've said you've been to multiple before. What did you feel once you get inside?
Well, nothing but excitement.
I know the energy is incredible once you get in there.
That's why I follow him. Oh yeah.
Once he walks in, the music's playing loud.
And I heard him in 2011 on the Michael Savage show saying he was going to close the borders. I was a Trumpster then, 2011.
So you like his immigration policy. Is there anything else? What else do you like about the president?
He's a truthful man, aggressive. I love the guy. He's great. Great deliverer.
Great. Well, it's great to see you all here today. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your service. Enjoy the rally. Thanks, Ron. Great. Now that's awesome to see some veterans around. We're gonna walk over here. Okay, yeah, so you can see the line is still moving. The line is very far back there though. People just keep on coming. You can't even see the end. And Liz is gonna take it from here.
Thanks, Libby. Great job. While y'all are looking at this crowd and how it just keeps moving and snaking around, we just want to take this opportunity and say thank you again to our sponsors today who are helping to bring you these amazing rallies, like We the People Holsters. Check them out, y'all. We cannot encourage this enough. They are sponsoring part of today's rally, and that helps us get to other rallies along with your donations. Don't forget to please keep donating. But check out We the People Holsters, starting at just $37 right now. They're running a great sale. We the People Holsters are custom made right here in America. Their designs are made in-house, and they even have their own 3D design team who measures every micro-millimeter of their guns to ensure the perfect fit. Their unique and intuitive designs allows for you to easily adjust both the cant and the ride of your holster so that it will fit comfortably and securely at all times. Not only that, but they have a special holster so you can show your support for President Trump. We'll be showing you those once we get inside. I'm sure Secret Service is going to have some questions about why I'm carrying holsters inside, but it's fine. They're empty. Go to the page wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump and get yours today. Every holster ships free. Who doesn't love free shipping? I absolutely refuse to pay shipping ever. And use code TRUMP, all caps, for $10 off your order. Support Right Side, support our president, support a great American business. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Again, that's wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Use code TRUMP for money off your order. It's $10, y'all. Who doesn't love $10 off? Again, these are custom made. They are all produced in the USA. These are designed in-house, no third-party molds. They're constantly updating their designs, adding new ones. And this unique fit will match your gun perfectly. Again, you just go to their website. You gotta know what type of gun you have. All of you should, anyways. And you just search, type in the name, say like Ruger or Smith & Wesson 9mm, and the mold will literally be made for that specific gun. So they're perfect fits. A great way to conceal carry. That's how I am going to be using. I have two in my backpack right now. I'll be showing you those later. They're really, really beautiful. And I know that everyone in our company is going to be fighting over them. But I'm super excited. I'm going to get the black one. I think that it's going to go perfect with my black leggings that I wear all the time and black pants. It's just a really great way to conceal. Make sure no one suspects anything. You don't have any liberals crying at you for carrying a gun around. But I'm super excited. So again, that's wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Check them out. And thank you for supporting Right Side Broadcast Network. Again, we are almost entirely viewer funded. Because we want to be able to continue bringing you real news, not editing it, and bringing you President Trump's speech. You can donate to Right Side Broadcasting Network a number of ways. One of the main ways is by going to our website. Our website is great. It's up to date, and you can watch our stream there as well, but that's You're not wrong. www.rsbnetwork.com/donate if you'd like to donate to Right Side Broadcasting Network. You can also go to our YouTube page and go to click the $ sign in the bottom right hand corner Yeah, I'm gonna hand it over to Libby really quick.
We're hoping for an interview right here. Would you like to be interviewed?
Guys.
Could you tell us your name and where you're from?
Brandon Barber, Oregon, Ohio.
Great. Now, is this your first President Trump rally?
Fifth.
Fifth. Wow. So can you describe to our viewers who maybe haven't been to one what it's like in there?
Amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Winning.
Yeah, the energy.
Side broadcasting, baby! I want to donate to y'all too.
Great. We really appreciate that.
Winning.
Just CNN over here. We are Right Side Broadcasting. We're pro-Trump.
We didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We know there's a God. Trump got elected.
I'm sorry. I still love Right Side.
Great. No, that's okay. We're really happy to see you out here. Fifth rally going strong here. 40 degrees with the wind. Feels colder. So we got a dedicated supporter right here.
Dedicated.
What's your favorite part about President Trump?
He wins. And he tells the truth. He tells the truth.
I know, that's pretty...
Nobody out here tells the truth.
Pretty rare for a politician.
She's so mad. See, look,
A lot of people chanting Trump out here. They just really love their
I'm about to
president.
get beat down. She's so mad. I'm so sorry.
Oh, she's not mad.
You look like Selena Gomez. You're gorgeous, and I'm sorry.
Well, thank you so much.
Love you guys. I tune in all the time. But I can't wait to get home to see it. Well, you know what? To the rally, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Heard it right here.
Fucking win. Look at his eyes.
Yep, thank you so much. Enjoy the rally. Great. We have some really energetic supporters here. Thought we were fake news at first, but they are actually Right Side supporters. So it's great to see that supporters out here. Now we have the line is moving still. We'll see if it slows down.
I didn't finish the movie.
It's really great to see another supporter out here, just like you guys viewing there. Again, we are viewer funded, so we really appreciate all your generous donations because we couldn't do any of this, travel to all the rallies we do, provide the coverage of the full speeches and the accurate coverage of the crowds as well, like we do, if it weren't for you all. Now we have 4 great ways to donate, whatever works for you. First of all, if you're in that YouTube super chat there, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go and click the $sign there, donate, leave us a little message that once we get inside, we will be reading those messages at some point too. So it's an easy way to donate, and you also get to have your message read live on air at some point. Now also, to make sure you don't miss any of our rallies, make sure you hit the bell and subscribe to our videos there on YouTube, because we know as rally season picks up, you might miss the notification for one of those, but if you hit the bell, it will make sure to tell you when we are going live and when we're having videos coming up. So make sure you stay tuned to those and hit the bell and subscribe. Now our second way to donate, another great way, very easy, we take credit, PayPal, and debit on our website. If you just go to www.rsbnetwork.com/donate. Again, that is www.rsbnetwork.com/donate. And we have some other great content on there. It's very easy. And you go to our website there. Now our third way to donate is our Patreon account. We got someone over here.
Hello?
How are you? What's your name, sir?
My name is Derek Smith.
Derek, so nice to meet you. Is this your first Trump rally?
This is my first Trump rally.
And how are you feeling about it?
Fine. I'm a Toledo American native.
Awesome. It looks like he has us on his phone right there, so that's great. We have a Right Side supporter again here in person. It's great to meet you. So what do you like most about the president? Why are you here out here for hours in the cold to see the president tonight?
I'll show you something right now. That's
Can you show us something?
I want you to hold this up.
Let's see what it says.
Before I hold it, it's worth it.
Okay, so his shirt says pro-life, pro-God, pro-gun, pro-Trump. Right here from one of our Right Side supporters, Derek here.
On my side, you're gonna think like this. Absolutely.
And you got a flag.
And I have a flag.
You're one of the most patriotic patriots I've seen out here today.
He has all his gear out here today.
Where were you born?
Toledo native right here. How have you seen Trump's impact here in Ohio, especially Toledo?
Toledo, Ohio is a very liberal city, right?
And when you're in a very liberal city, it's hard to wake up people, and they don't understand what Trump is really impacting until you do your research, facts and evidence. When you do your research, facts and evidence, everything is going to come together as one, and all that light is just going to pop on, no problem. So that's how that works. If you don't have the courage and the wisdom to go out there and do your research and understand what's going on in the world, versus just saying, okay, I don't like politics, I don't want to talk politics, but you realize politics is like that. Everything that's around us is politics.
Absolutely. Now I'd love to ask you, so I know in the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton said that Trump supporters are a basket of deplorables. And now recently, Senator Warren has basically called Trump supporters racist and bigots. What are your thoughts on that?
I think she's full of shit.
Well,
so basically they're gonna say that to keep the Detroit people and to leave people deceived in deception, right?
I totally agree.
They've been doing that to the minority for 100 years.
Yeah, so it's great to interview with you. It's great to meet you in person. Another Right Side fan.
Nice meeting you. And you want to talk about it. But I like the enthusiasm.
It's great to see all your Trump gear. Enjoy the rally, sir. Thank you. Yeah, so back to our third way to donate. You can go to our Patreon account. So that is www.patreon.com/RSBN. www.patreon.com/RSBN. And that is actually a monthly subscription there. So you get that done every month, but you also get some extra bonus features. So you have sneak peek and behind the scene features to just dive in even more to our Right Side family, get to know us even better. We love to get to know you guys, so that's another great and easy way to donate. And then our last and fourth and final way to donate is if you're not really into the technology, I know it's kind of confusing sometimes, you don't know if it actually worked, so you can go and just send us a check, which is super simple as well. I'll say the address a few times, and then I'm going to ask the moderator to drop that in the chat in case I say it too fast or you miss it. So that address is 1550 Opelika Road, so that's Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama 36830. Again, that is 1550 Opelika Road, Opelika Road, Suite 6, Box 344, Auburn, Alabama 36830. Again, we really appreciate all the donations. We are viewer funded, so we're relying on your generous donations to go and broadcast all these rallies here for you guys. So, gonna look here again at the lines. We're still letting people in. The line is moving. I think it's great to see such a diverse crowd. It's been awesome to see how we have gotten to see so many Right Side fans here today, meet them in person. It's really great to get to know you guys better. I know this is my second rally on this side of things is with Right Side, and it has just been so great to get all the feedback from you all and all the support. So we're just going to see if the line slows down here at all at some point to get another interview. Looks like it's going to be moving in just a bit, so I don't want to grab someone and have them lose their spot in line. But just some... Okay, Liz has an interview right here.
See? All right. It's always luck of the draw. Looks like the line's moving it. Yeah, I see that. Would you mind if I asked you some questions, sir? First, a comment. I want to say thank you for your service. That's quite a decorated hat. Do you mind just saying your name and where you're from and a little bit about your time in the service?
My name is Joe Martin. I'm from Madison, Michigan. And my service was from 1969 to 1970. I've been in Vietnam for 6 months, and then I got shot up in an ambush and spent the rest of my time in the hospital.
That sounds like a movie, but that was your real life. That's absolutely unbelievable.
And I love Donald Trump.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I certainly would.
Thank you so much. I mean, there's people, and that's what some people don't realize, that are willing to literally risk their lives for strangers. Well, thank you for doing what you did, because this has been the greatest country in the world to grow up in. So what is it about President Trump that makes you want to come and wait in line today?
He wants to improve our country. He loves the people, and he loves all of the military branches. And he's doing everything he can for our country and for the people.
We probably much more well-versed in foreign affairs and policy than I am, but based on what's been going on in the news this week, where do you stand with President Trump's actions on the missile strike in Iran?
I think he did a fantastic job. He handled it very well. He did not cause us to go to war, which is a great thing. And I think the steps that he took were perfect. And I'm sure I'm speaking for all the veterans of this country that we all feel the same way, the majority of us, and we're all behind him 100%. And we would go to his call wherever if he called us. Even as old as I am, I'm 71 years old, and all the veterans I know would do the same thing.
Amen to that. I have nothing but thanks and gratitude in my heart for you. Go get your spot back in line and get warm inside. That was so beautiful. 71 years old. He said if he got Trump's call, he would go and fight for our country in a heartbeat. I could literally cry right now. It's fine. But it's just people like that every day. And like Libby's mentioned a few times earlier, today's National Law Enforcement. Is that the correct term? National Law Enforcement Day. So she's been thanking everyone we walk past, and not just law enforcement, but military and everyone who really goes out every single day and risks their lives for strangers. It's incredible. And truly that is what President Trump has stood behind since he ran for office. Before he was even elected in 2016, he has been all about supporting the troops, supporting our military, supporting our police and first responders. And what's so cool about coming to these rallies is that there are so many of those here. We love to see the veterans. Security is generally so, they look happy to be here, the police force. And I can't imagine, just really can't imagine a president who doesn't support them the way President Trump has. It really brings in a sense of nationalism and patriotism back to our country that seemed to have gone a little bit astray for a few years there, but really a great interview, so I appreciated that one. And if y'all have any questions, let me know. It looks like the line is going to move a little bit, and we are going to go inside in just about 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes. We're going to head inside. And when we do, I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that we are not going to be going anywhere. So this stream is going to stay here. And in a few hours, this same stream that you're watching right now is what President Trump will be speaking on live. So just stay tuned. We've got some great interviews lined up inside. We actually have the National Press Secretary, that's Kayleigh McEnany. She'll be interviewing with us around 4:40. We have the Deputy Communications Director, Aaron Perrin, at 4:15 today. So both of those are set up. We have great questions. One of those questions that we actually have is going to be regarding a ruling that just happened, I believe yesterday, in the Fifth Circuit Court. So basically that court ruling allowed the Trump administration to divert around $4 billion in military construction funds to be allocated towards building the southern border. So President Trump is really excited. He tweeted about it earlier that he is, the construction plans are on the way. Now that they have these funds, they have access to these funds, they're going to be able to finish building this wall. So that is huge news, a huge win for victory and the rule of law here in the United States, that they are finally able to do what they've been meaning to do all along. So that is another promise made and a promise kept for the President Trump's administration. Again, we have those two interviews today. We're going to ask great questions. We've got them secured, locked down. They're secret questions, so we can't tell you, but one of them is going to be regarding the allocation of those funds towards the border wall and what the Trump administration and campaign thinks about that ruling that happened just last night. So make sure that you stay tuned for those interviews later on today. They are Right Side Broadcasting Network specialists. We do want to take this opportunity and say thank you again to We the People holsters. They are our sponsor in today's rally and really helping us out by being able to give you guys this incredible product. So these holsters are made in the United States. They are custom fit for every single gun. So you put in your gun what type it is. They already know all the dimensions based on what they have in their system. So whether it's a Ruger, Smith & Wesson, what is a common one. Yeah, those are the two I have. Glocks. I want a Glock next. But you just put in your gun type and you can choose what color you want. I think black is super cool. I'm so basic, I know, I'm sorry. But they also have Trump 2020, We the People holsters. So many incredible designs, new designs every single month. These are custom made down to the micromillimeter. It is molded specifically for the gun type that you order. They're made to order. Go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Make sure you use code TRUMP at checkout. Check out for $10 off your order. These start at just $37, and that comes with free shipping. So it's an absolute steal, especially for a product that is made with such quality in the United States with a lifetime guarantee. Check it out. I hear some people saying our name. How are you guys? What's your name and where are you from?
Tom and Sherry.
Tom and Sherry, nice to meet you you guys. Really quickly, the line's moving. What do we think Ohio's going to do for 2020?
I'm going to go for Trump.
There we go. It's a unanimous decision so far. Ohio is going red again in 2020. President Trump seems to have a good bit of support and some nice younger support here today too. So that's great to see. I love your coat. It's very pretty. Back to you, Libby.
Great, yeah, so we've asked everyone so far if they think Trump is going to win Ohio, and they've all said yes. It's been unanimous so far, as Liz has said. Now, I'd love to give us some more background about Ohio and the politics here. If you weren't here when I first mentioned it right as our broadcast started, I'd love to tune you into what I said before. So, Ohio has 18 electoral votes. So we have 2 senators, 1 Democrat, 1 Republican, and then 16 representatives. Out of those 16 representatives, 12 of them were Republican and 4 are Democrat. So the representative from Toledo here in the 9th District of Ohio is the Democrat Marcy Kaptur, and she was not supporting the impeachment inquiry for some time, and then she did join the other Democrats to support the impeachment inquiry. Now, along with impeachment, we have some supporters over here, all the representatives voted along party lines, so those 12 Republicans voted against the 2 articles, and then 4 Democrats voted for them. So looking at if Trump will win the Ohio state in 2020, it's important to look at all the material from the other side even. So looking at the largest super PAC of the Democratic Party, that's Priorities USA, just a few months prior, they put out a battleground briefing looking at their strategy, game plan for 2020 basically. And if they had Ohio on there as one of their strategy attack plans, it would key us in to think maybe they have some polling or information that they could have a chance in Ohio. But neither in phase 1 or phase 2 of their strategy plan in this battleground briefing list Ohio as a place that they think they will be strategizing to win and try to flip. Now, that's important to know that they don't think they can win basically in Ohio. And that's a good sign for the Trump campaign, because if their opposition won't be working super hard to win Ohio, along with their 8-point win in 2016, they should have Ohio going red again here in 2020. Now, along with that, looking at the congressional elections, out of all those 16 representatives, they won in decently large margins with over 60% of the vote for all those winning districts. So for those winning representatives, that means we have 12 of those 16 are Republican. So if they're all winning by decently high margins, that will really look good for the Republicans coming 2020. Now we're just going to keep on panning the crowd here to do that. And I know all of you right side fans out here are very much in support of our constitutional rights. We know President Trump is very much in support of keeping those rights and protecting those rights for us. Now, if you are a Second Amendment fan, which I know many of you viewers out there are, myself included there, we have a really great opportunity for you guys today. So We the People Holsters is an American company. They have custom-made holsters for all your Second Amendment needs. You can have your gun in style this year you go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump, use the offer code Trump to get $10 off your order. And they also have free shipping on every order. Again, who doesn't love free shipping? And holsters are starting at $37 with tons of unique designs. I was looking at it yesterday, and they have some Trump ones to make sure you broadcast your support for our president, be patriotic there, some other really cool designs with some different colors. So it's just a great way to have your Second Amendment rights there in style this year. And they have a 3D design team in-house that measures down to the micrometer. So it is very well fitting, very high quality product for a low price. And you're also supporting American businesses, because as we know, President Trump has brought a lot of business back to America with his America First strategy. And we'd really just love for you to support such a great company who provide some great quality products at a low price, again with free shipping. So again, that is wethepeopleholsters.com/Trump. Use offer code Trump to get $10 off of those products. I might be showing those on camera at some point. They're pretty stylish, I have to say myself. And there's a multitude of options for all your needs there for that Second Amendment. So looking here, I know we're panning the crowd right now. We got still thousands of people just rolling in. I can't even see the end of the line. And we know many, many people have already passed, probably thousands have passed in. They're trying to get into the event quicker because it is about 40 degrees out here or so. And even then it's kind of windy, so it feels colder than that. So that you know that with such a large crowd here that people are very much in support of their president, willing to come out in the cold weather, cold and blistery weather, to see the president tonight, hours before. It's about 3:20 here, Eastern Time in Toledo, Ohio. We're outside of the Huntington Center, and we're about 3.5 hours then from seeing the president. So everyone's super excited. You can just feel the energy here in the crowds. We're right side broadcasting. Yeah, so Liz is just getting some reporters or fans over here connected to our YouTube account. Again, it is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, so we just want to give a shout out to our men and women in blue. Thank you so much for protecting this country, and even like events like this, we really couldn't do any of this without you. We really appreciate all you do, coming out every day to risk your lives for strangers that you don't even know, just to provide law and order in this country. So again, thanks to you guys, our men and women in blue. We love you. Again, so I just want to give some background on the industry of Ohio, because I know many Trump supporters are very much a fan of him because of the economy. And the 5 major industries here, it's very much an industrial manufacturing state, one of the largest economies in the United States, right here in Ohio. They have big automotive, agricultural, aeronautical, or aerospace, pardon me. Liz is going to be with us in 1 minute, and then biotech, healthcare, and steel. So a lot of big industries. He's brought a lot of jobs back here into Ohio. So they've seen this effect of his economic policies directly. And I think that's why we're seeing such huge crowds here today. And the 8-point margin that he won in 2016 will hopefully be extended by even a greater landslide here in 2020, hoping to keep Ohio red this year. So we're going to bring it over here to Liz, and she has something for us.
All right, I've got I'd say Patriot. We're going to get into that here in line. His name's Ruben. Ruben, where are you from?
I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio, and I was guessing you have I would say Pitbull vibes. So I was asking if he's from Puerto Rico, but he says he's from Mexico.
Mexican.
We have a Mexican American here. How does that align with voting for President Trump? Because the left would say you're not supposed to be here today. Are you an imposter amongst us?
Never that. I get a lot of criticism, and people do hit me with a lot of stuff. But I can tell you one thing: this is the first president, the first administration that's actually doing something for minorities. I will say this, and I'm being honest when I say, I liked Obama, but he really didn't do anything for the minorities like he's supposed to. Immigration is a huge anything exactly for that thing. I'm big on immigration. It's a very, very powerful thing to me. He didn't do anything for immigration. President Trump is the first one that wants to actually fix immigration. We have to plug the hole at the border first, obviously, make that, stop the issue there, and then we can fix immigration and actually get these people a pathway to citizenship who deserve it and who've earned it, and the other people who want to come in the country legally, we can have them get in here without any problems.
So you're all about the law and order. You don't see it as a racist thing against Mexicans? Because that's really what the mainstream media is completely pushing.
Left pushes that, and it's not correct. It is absolutely not correct. I am a Latino. I am from the Midwest region. I am speaking for a lot of Latinos. I can tell you that right now. That is not how we feel here. He is not against us. He is for having a border security at the wall, and it's for the protection of everybody. There's nothing racist at all about it. I've never heard anything racist come out of this man's mouth in the 30 years I've known him. Everything you heard about Trump was always money. It was always money. There was never anything racist until the man became president. And then you heard people come out, the liberal media, the left, come out with racist things. It's not true.
What do you think some of the pros are to adding the law and order and strengthening the border security?
Law and order needs to happen. You need to come in lawfully. Obviously, that's the first thing. You have to follow the laws. You can't just go into any country without thinking you have to follow the laws and go through the procedures. One of the first things we need to do is obviously plug the border, make sure that that's secure, and then we can, fix immigration.